What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Keill, and today we're gonna make a little project, and it's gonna go over a few new concepts. So we'll create a new file. This is episode 6 of the Python tutorial for beginners. I'll just go ahead and run this so as you can get an idea of what we're gonna be building. It's 40 lines. It's not a huge program, but it does cover some important things. We're going to be doing the random module. You're going to be learning about the while loop, which we previously learned about for loops. And so while loops are a little bit different. And then we're going to go over the try and except code blocks. So let's just run this. Okay. What is your name? We'll say Keill. Hello, Keill. Welcome to the higher or lower game. What's the lowest number? And so we're going to pick a number. We can pick any number. We're just going to pick 1. Okay, what's the highest number for this round? We're just going to say 10. And what's your guess between 1 and 10? We'll say 4. Oh my god. Okay, well, we actually get the thing right. Okay, let's run it again. That's like super unlikely, I feel like. Okay, what's your name? We'll say Keill again. Okay, what's the lowest number? We'll say 1. We'll make it a little bit harder. Let's just say 20. Okay, what's your guess between 1 and 20? Let's just say 13. Dude, there is no way. This is... Okay, well, let's do this again. I swear, this is ridiculous. Okay, hold on. What's your name? Keill. Okay, welcome to the higher or lower game. What's the low number? 1. And then we'll do 100. I swear to God. Oh my God, I don't even know what to say. Okay, I'm trying to get through the rest of this so as we can go over the concepts, but damn. Okay, what's your guess between 1 and 100? You're supposed to be able to guess just a random number, so we're going to say um, 37. Okay, great. Nope, that's too low. What's your guess? Okay, so we know that it's too low. And this is where these if-else statements come in. Okay, so what's your guess between 1 and 100? It asks us again, and this is the purpose of a while loop. It will say while true, meaning uh, it's evaluating a condition. Well, we'll get back to it right here. Or well, while guess is different than the correct number, and we've set guess to -1, so it's definitely going to be different. It's going to keep asking this question over and over until we get it right, and we have the if and else conditions laid out. So if we get it right, or if we get it, if our guess is too low, it says this. If our guess is too high, it says this. And if we get it right, it says this, and then we break. We'll go over break. But anyways, let's get back to it. So our guess is too low, so we'll say 69, of course. Okay, no, it's too low. Still too low. 88. Still too low. Okay, 97. Too high. Okay, so now we get to come back down. 88 and 97, we'll say 92 or 3. Too high. Okay, so what? 90? 91. Okay, here we go. So it allows you to play a little game right here in the terminal. And we, guessed a handful of times. So let's build this. And I'll show you why we have the try and accept blocks. But first we're going to go over just the basics, okay? So if you noticed, we have import random at the top. Then did I hit caps? Okay. Import random. And this is how we get access to a library within Python of different functions and codes and things like that. And so think of when you have if you remember those calculators back in the day, those like big ones in school, how they had all those little different little, things you could do on them. Uh, think about it like this. In Python, there's a whole bunch of like modules and libraries that you can download for different things. But the random module has a couple nice little things, and it allows you to throw a little randomness into your project. So we have the import random, And right now that's enough. We're creating a game. So, like every good game, it generally starts out asking what your name is. So that's what we'll do. What is your name? And we'll put our new line character. After we tell it the name, of course, we want to greet the player. So we will throw a print statement down, and it'll be a f string because we're going to put the variable in the sentence. So we'll say hello, hello name. Um, yeah, and we'll do a little excited face. We'll skip a line, and then we'll say welcome to the game. No, we'll say the higher lower game. Okay. And we put these new line characters in there just because, like you've seen, it just makes the code when it prints out down here look so much better. Okay. So now that we've greeted them, we're going to simplify this to begin with. Lower bound equals 1 and upper bound equals 10. And you'll see why we're just going to make it a little bit simpler in our first iteration. Lower bound is 1, upper bound is 10, and then so we'll say while, oh, and we'll say, here's where the random module comes in. So we'll say, uh, okay, we'll say correct number equals random dot rand int, and then in the middle of our parentheses we will pass our lower bound and our upper bound, which we don't technically have to do it this way, but that's fine. And so what this is saying is the correct number is going to be equal to random.randint lower bound upper bound. So let's break this down into parts real fast. Random.randint, and so we're importing the random module, and because we've just put import random, every time we reference a function from that module, we have to call it, and so that's why we have random right here. So we're saying we're about to use something from this module, dot, and so obviously this is short for random integer, if that's obvious. And then we throw our parentheses, and this is where we dictate our upper and lower bounds. And so just like with range, you know how if we have for I in range, you know, 1 through 10, it's the same thing. In range, you can dictate whatever. And since we have these integers, these are variables, but they're holding integers. So that's why we're out. That's why we're able to do this. It's the same thing here. We just already have two variables defined, and so we're going to use those. So correct number equals random.randint, and we'll say the guess is equal to -1. And the reason why we're doing that is because we're about to be trying to assign we're basing our while loop off of the fact that the guess and the correct number are not the same. And I'll show you what I mean by that. While guess, and does anybody remember how to do the not equal sign? Not equal to correct number. Do our colon because we're ending our condition, And then now we lay it out. While the guess is not the correct number, we continue asking the question, right? So we'll say guess equals int input. What am I doing? Okay. What is your between, let's do it like this. Put our F here. Whoop, whoop. Come on now. F, copy our lower bound, and then we'll copy our upper bound. So we're halfway through setting up this basic thing. And so what we have now is we're asked for the name. We greeted them. We have the lower and upper bound already set. We're going to have the random module assign a random number. And we're going to set our guess to -1 so as we can use this while loop. And then now we ask the question, what's your guess? Now we need to lay out things for the program to do depending on what the guess is, right? If guess is smaller than correct number, print, nope, that's, go back, elif guess is larger than correct number, we will print nope, that's too high. Let me just go ahead and add the apostrophe here. Boom, boom. And else, this would be the winning condition, obviously, because it can't be anything other than bigger or smaller, right? Let's throw our thing in there. We're definitely going to use an F string, so we're going to put their name in there. We'll put the correct number in there too. Yes. With exactly that much enthusiasm too. That's correct. Name. And then should I just do that? Yeah. The number is, and then, you know, did I capitalize that? I sure did. Correct number. Oop, period. Okay. If the else condition is met, we break. What does that mean? Well, you have to set a condition to break you out of this loop, or you will just indefinitely be stuck in it, right? Okay, so let's run this and see how it works. What's your name? Oop, Keiil. Oh, Keiil, welcome to the higher or lower game. What is your guess between 1 and 10? Let's just say 7. Nope, it's too high. What's your guess between 1 and 10? 3. Nope, it's too high. What's your guess between 1 and 10? 2. Too high. 1. Bada boom. Yes, that's correct. Okay. This is a pretty straightforward little program. And really, you could stop here.